Physical features of India. This is one of the important topic of class 9 chapter 2. Here we will be studying different physical features. They are Greater Himalayas, Northern Plains, Peninsular Plateaus, coastal regions, islands, deserts. One by one we will be studying all the physical features of India. First we are going to study about the Himalayan mountains. This is located in the northern side of the Himalaya. This is the place where Himalayas are located. Himalayas are geologically young. Geologically means the rocks of the Himalayas is of recent origin, and structurally folded mountains. The mountain is folded. It is in the shape of fold. It stretches over the northern borders of India. Here, northern side, north, south, east, west. So it is forming an arc, north and east. It is located in the northeast direction of India. Ranges runs in the west-east direction. This side, though it is north, but if you see, this side is east and it is going upward towards the north. This side is west. So east-west direction they are running. These mountain mountains are rugged. They are not smooth. They are rugged mountains and making barrier. In the northern part, it is making barriers. It forms an arc shape. This is the shape, arc shape. Himalaya is in the shape of arc. Now coming to the distance from here, from northern side to eastern side, the distance from here to here is 2400 kilometers. This is the distance, 2400 kilometer. Coming to the width, this side and this side width. Its width is 400 kilometer. Where? 400 kilometer in Kashmir. This side 400 kilometer and 150 kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh. Here the width is only 150 kilometer. This side width is 400 kilometer, means this side width is wider compared to the eastern side. Means Arunachal Pradesh, it is narrow width and here is broader width. Coming to the altitudinal variations are greater in the eastern side of India than those in the western half. This side, eastern side, the height here it is given greater. Height is greater compared to the western side. This is the altitude. Whole Himalaya, just now we have seen. Now Himalaya is having it consists of three parallel ranges. Which are the three parallel ranges? Greater Himalayas, that is called as the Himadri. Lesser Himalayas, that is called as the Himachal Himalayas. Next one is the third one, Outer Himalayas or the Shivalik. Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. One by one we will see. Greater Himalaya, this is the northernmost range of the Himalaya. Northernmost range of the Himalayas. average height of this Himadri is 6,000 meter, and almost all the peaks are found in this greater Himalayas. All the prominent peaks. Some of the name of the peaks are here. Mount Everest. This is located in Nepal, 8,848 meter height. Next is Kanchenjunga. It is located in India. Next, Maikalu, again Nepal. Dhaulagiri, Nepal. Nanga Parbat, India. Annapurna, Nepal. Nanda Devi, India. Kamet, India. Namcha Barwa, India. Gurla Mandta, again in Nepal. So just now we have seen some of the important peaks which is located in the greater Himalayas. After that, this greater Himalayas or the Himadri mainly the inner part, it is composed of granite. This granite is the type of igneous rock, intrusive igneous rock. Himadri or the greater Himalaya is having perennially snow bounded regions, means throughout the year it is covered with a snow, and number of glaciers descend from this range. Glaciers descend from this range. In all the glaciers which are located here, they used to descend, move downwards, descending downwards from the greater Himalaya to the other ranges. So this is all about the great Himalayas. Coming to the lesser Himalayas or Himachal Himalayas. This range just lies south of Himadri. South of Himadri means northernmost is Himadri. Then the middle one is Himachal Himalayas. South of the Himadri. It is composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. Compressed, since it lies between the greater Himalayas and the Shivalik, so here the rocks which are found is compressed rocks and altered rocks. The altitude means height here. Altitude is 3,700 to 4,500 meter. This is the altitude, and average width of the Himachal is 50 kilometer. This is the average width. Here only Pir Panjal range forms the longest and the important range. Again, Dhauladhar and the Mahabharat range are also prominent one. Pir Panjal, which is the longest. Beside Pir Panjal, Dhauladhar and Mahabharat range is also there. This range consists of the famous valleys of Kashmir, Kangra and Kulu Valley in Himachal Pradesh. This region is well known for its hill station. Number of hill stations are located here in the Himalayas or in the lesser Himalayas. Coming to the third, outer Himalayas or the Shivalik. This Shivalik is called as the outer Himalaya, just south of Himachal Himalayas. South of Himachal Himalayas. It extends the width 10 to 50 kilometers, and have an altitude varying between 900 to 1100 meters. This is the altitude. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments, which are brought by the rivers bringing thick gravels and alluvium. Alluvium means the sediments which are brought by the rivers. These alluviums are formed by the force of running water. They used to erode the rocks, and by this alluvium are formed. Here one of the important thing is also there about the dune. The lesser Himalayas and the Shivalik are known for the dunes. Here Dehradun, Kotli Dune and Patli Dunes are some of the well-known dunes. Dune means here the longitudinal valleys lying between these two ranges. These two ranges means here the lesser Himalayas and the Shivalik. The longitudinal valley is called as the dunes. So famous are Dehradun, Kotli Dune and the Patli Dune are some of the important dunes. Besides this, just now we have seen the Himalayan mountains. We have seen only the northern part. They all are asymmetrical. All the ranges are not in symmetrical. They all are asymmetrical. They all are different from one another. These are the loftiest mountain of India and making barrier. It is located in the northern part. It used to make as a barrier from all the chilled winds which are coming from the northern sides. So it is one of the loftiest mountain. Beside this, there are again division of the Himalayas demarcated by the rivers. Here Indus River originating from again Kailash Mansarovar Lake. It lies in the Tibet. Kailash Mansarovar Lake lies in Tibet, and it is moving northwards, entering into India and finally going to Pakistan and then Bay of Bengal. Again another important river which is originating from Kailash Mansarovar Lake, that is Satluj River. Again this river is moving towards the western side and finally going and meeting to the Indus, and one stream is flowing to the Bay of Arabian Sea. This side is Arabian Sea. Now in between these the mountain ranges are located. They are having their regional names. Their names are, in Punjab it is called as the Punjab Himalayas. In Kashmir it is called as the Kashmir Himalayas. Okay, so these are the two rivers, Indus and Satluj. In between the Himalaya is called as the Kashmir Himalayas and Punjab Himalayas. Here Himachal Pradesh is also located. In Himachal Pradesh, Himalaya is also part of Himalaya is also called as the Himachal Himalayas. Kashmir Himalayas, Himachal Himalayas and Punjab Himalayas. They are demarcated by two important rivers, Indus River and Satluj River. Now coming to the next, here western side of Nepal. Western side of Nepal, here is Kali River. This is Indus, this is Satluj, this is Kali River. Kali River is flowing, so in between these two rivers, Satluj River and Kali River, here is the mountain which is located is called as the Kumaon Himalayas. Kumaon Himalayas. Next, from here Kali, and this side is the river which is flowing eastern side of Nepal, Tista River. Tista River. So in between the Himalaya, the part of Himalaya is called as the Nepal Himalayas. From Tista, again here is Dihang River. Dihang, this side Dihang, in between the part of the Himalaya is called as the Assam Himalaya. Name is given as the Assam Himalaya. So these are the name of the Himalayas which are regionally called, and they are demarcated by the rivers. Okay. Coming to the eastern side, this side Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram. Together it is called as the Eastern Himalayas or Purvanchal Hills. They are also the part of the Himalayas.